Yeah, I've had the great fortune to be a part of it when they were young. Stewie's first time when she was in college, and Asia when she was young and establishing herself. And it is incredible. And I just said this to Asia the other day. It is incredible how much those two, number one, have improved every year, have added something. It's incredible, the levels that they both play at. But more importantly, and importantly for this team, the leaders that they've become. I think the learning experiences at a younger age, right? And now the torch gets passed. There's no longer a Sue Bird, somebody like that, that there's a space there. And both of those players are, I think, prepared to embrace that. And that'll be important for our team success.
Coach, next question to your right, third row.
Hey, Cheryl, similar question. A lot of the talk this weekend's been about Diana. The organization has kind of seen this as somewhat of a tribute to her this weekend. You've competed against her, been alongside her for a while now in the Team USA environment. What do you think of when you just consider kind of the legacy or the impact that she's been able to have on the sport all those years?
One of the greatest competitors that the league or women's basketball has ever seen, or sports have ever seen. One of the all-time greatest competitors. It's a player that we have loved to hate as an opponent. But that means you are really, really doing something great. And, it's been a thrill for me to be around her all these years in this capacity. And I'm thrilled to have a chance to be a head coach and Coach D at this level. So it's a great honor for me.
Hey, Coach, next question all the way in the back on the left.
Hi, Cheryl. Another question about Diana. Obviously going to her 6th Olympics, she's played a lot of international ball, been on the team a lot. Where have you seen big and small her impact because of her experience on the squad?
Well, I mean, you said it. There's no substitute for that level of experience. She's done it all in big games, won us big games, makes big shots. Her level of compete, her understanding of the game, what should happen, her understanding of her teammates, how to put them in position to be successful. All those things are tremendously, tremendously valuable. And, obviously 6 Olympics is really an incredible accomplishment.
Coach, next question to your right on the 4th row.
Hey, Coach.
Hi, Terry.
You've long talked about the star power on your own team in the form of your co-captains in Fee and K-Mac. Now on the cusp of getting to coach in this all-star game with Fee on one side, K-Mac on the other. How prideful are you in just having that kind of links representation? And also, has game planning to try and defend K-Mac tonight given you any empathy for your coaching counterparts across the league who have to do that every night?
Well, of course, I'm super proud. I do have a USA basketball polo on today. So I full on have shifted, incredibly proud of that Fee is on this journey with us. And I've had a chance to have K-Mac a part of this in the pool play. So that was really fun. And now going against K-Mac, we're hopeful that she plays well. We're going to, treat her just like everybody else, right, that we're playing against. We want to play great. USA basketball wants to play great. If K-Mac happens to do well, we'll be happy for her.
Coach, next question to your left in the 4th row.
Hey, Coach.
Hi, Doug.
How do you approach tonight from the coaching standpoint? I'm obviously winning, but like trying different lineups out, getting ready for what's more important in the next couple of weeks. How are you approaching tonight's game?
This will be one of the single hardest things to concentrate on is actually coaching the team because of what's happening. It is one of the greatest spectacles, I think, in the history of our league, this game today. And so it's really exciting. And so I'm going to do my very, very best to block out all of that and all the wonderful storylines that are going to come from this. I'm going to miss a lot that's going to happen today because I want to be so locked in on what we're trying to get done with USA basketball. And we are looking for an understanding of how we want to play. We are looking for lineups. We are looking for, coaches understanding players and how to bring out the best in them. So we're trying to accomplish a lot today in all the hoopla that's going to be happening.
Coach, third row to your right.
Cheryl, when you say this is like the biggest spectacle in the sport and its history, I mean, given your history in the sport, what exactly do you mean by that? Is it the combination of just the attention, the stars playing in this game? Can you share?
I think it's a combination of things. I think where the league is today, the attention it's getting, the players that are going to be on the court, the excitement that exists for not only for the national team, but for some of the players on the All-Star team, the W representing the W. I think all of that sort of, converging at once I think makes it incredibly exciting. And I have to give Phoenix credit, and I probably should have started in saying that Phoenix has done an incredible job with this All-Star game. And so hat off to Matt Ishbia and the way that he values the WNBA. That is on full display. And so owners that are here or key stakeholders that are here, you can see what's possible when you do it the right way. And so I think all of that being on display, I told our players, I'm always so impressed the things that they have done this weekend, for their own brands, so to speak. There is a lot that has happened here. That if I go back to my first season in 2001, that I know it was possible, but I didn't know if I'd still be coaching when it happened. And so I am thrilled that I get a chance to have a great seat to, I think, probably the greatest spectacle in our league's history.
Coach, next question to your left in the third row.
Hey, Coach.
Hey.
So obviously you all have a lot of talent on this roster. I was curious, what is the toughest part in terms of making it all come together? And what are some of like the advantages that you're looking to be able to create and just making it all come together on the offensive end as well as defensively?
Yeah, I mean, I think the challenge certainly is, the runway to competitive play, right? And so this game actually being a really important step in our process, having one more friendly over in London and then beginning pool play. And this is the first time that we've had this group. The team was just announced, the final roster. And so we're not quite sure exactly what we have yet, but we have to get to it quickly. The advantages that we have, or the advantage that we have, the largest one is our depth, the depth of talent. And so I am sure we want to use our depth. And so playing time, we're going to be able to be deep and play everybody. That's hard to do in 40 minutes with 12 players, but we are going to utilize our depth and trying to figure out best combinations, trying to figure out what we're trying to accomplish defensively, who pairs well together. That has to happen very quickly.
All right, we have time for just a couple more. I want to get to Zoom and we go to Minneapolis. Chris, go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Cheryl, just sort of following up what you said in those last few, how do you characterize the level of competition you expect to see tonight? I mean, this is not going to be a standard all-star game for people who tune in tonight, is it?
No, first of all, hello, Chris. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. This is such a great game for USA basketball because of the level of competition. And we are going to experience adversity in this game. And I think just like the Belgium game, I don't think you can reach your greatest heights without experiencing adversity. You have to go through that first. So that this game, I think, is going to give us that because the level of talent that exists on both teams.
Last question, Coach, second row center.
Hi there.
Cheryl, Barry Bloom from Sportico. How are you?
Good, Barry.
Good. As you've gone through all the tumult and everything and the media exposure, is there any second guessing here about not having Clark on the Olympic team?
From me? No.